A week removed from their first test, the guild would check if Smols were stressed by sending them to see human, more ill than a true man. Ted then focused on his box, and nature occupied the fox. Anger issues for the bird, while Chiffross found it just absurd. The group seeks an identity, but misses one given for free. The message sent was not received, the name attached was not believed. Diplomacy reset the path without earning Bastard Smols' wrath. Course correct, they learned the plight, the week-long wait of Miss Midnight. Rewards were given to the Smols, a jug of endless waterfalls, 2 instruments with power bright, and goggles that would clear the night. A cat was stuck up in a tree, and it was dear old Granny's plea to free the feline from its perch and maybe give the grounds a search. The tram was rode to Granny's Inn, and before the search could begin, Okasan bid us adieu with claim of needing number 2. They shrugged and then pulled bagpipes out, and taking cue from distant shout, mariachi pipes would sound as EPD came to the ground. Confusion past, they got to work. Ted then looked up with a smirk. The creature Granny called a cat could kill them in 6 seconds flat. After options were apprised, Ted then shrank the beast a size. Diablo jumped up to grab the beast, but landing needs work to say the least. Anchovy pizza came by truck, and Granny called her guest a schmuck. She happened to take great offense that food delivered to her demence. Fluffy owled and scampered off, which meant that Fish the cat had scoffed. So Smols checked the records kept to see which group in which room slept. The Venga boys' accursed bus had precious little to discuss than the morose Sunshine group when fleeing after threat of boob. They revealed no cat-based clues, but for human had happy news. This group were fans of folks like him. They grabbed their statues on a whim. Next up was the dragon colt, who'd gone downstairs for things occult. They'd poked and prodded through their room and learned their actions could spell doom. They sought to summon Tiamat, who'd swat them all just like a gnat. To basement with a hurried pace, their time was short to win this race. Diablo kicked open cellar door, it bounced him nearly to the floor. The cultist yelled, "Do not disturb!" But ritual Smols would perturb. Exchange of blows and magic slings almost clipped Diablo's wings, but luck and skill fell to the small, but a bit too slow to stop the call. Luck remained with them that day. The wrong reagent used to pray. Instead of dragon that they dread, spectator summoned in instead. It said Larry was its name, and it was stuck bound to this plane. A purpose soon found cheered it up, and watched the place and clean it up. Granny thanked the 4 that day and sent them off with extra pay. Okasan had switched his place and left Headland with confused face. The tram returned to their address, but before they could stop to rest, a tall-winged brunette cropped their eyes. She said her job was just their size.
Greetings and salutations. I am your humble and disorganized games master. Joining me per usual is JK Lantern as Okusan.
Hello, I'm JK Lantern, and I will be playing Okasan, the humble servant of Lord Puri.
Yes. Just Okusan, no one else.
Yep.
Outputting Diablo is just this random 3rd, 5th person that keeps turning up when Okusan's not around.
Yeah, that happens weirdly a lot, doesn't it?
Next up, Nathan with Deadlin.
Hey, it's me, it's Nathan, and Headland is very tired today.
You know how this opens? This will be fine. Next up, StarprincessHLC with Yuki. Hey, you come back with my session notes.
No.
Bad Yuki. Bad Yuki. And finally, and definitely not least, is Sarot with Chiffross.
Yep, I'm Sarat, and Chiffross sleep well at your service.
We pick up 2 weeks after recovering the cat from the tree. Making
Cat. Yes,
Yeah,
that's what
cat.
it was.
just a normal, perfectly won't kill you in one hit cat. People weren't concerned at all. You had a meeting with a lady in purple with black wings. She had a job for you. She took one look at you and thought, yes, you do. So, you came to agreement. In 4 weeks' time, you attend an inner circle noble gathering celebration ball. She has arranged 5 tickets for you to attend, and for you to attend a tailor to get you set up with some appropriate clothing.
Okasan's already dressed appropriately. Okasan is appropriate for all occasions.
She insisted you write about at least 1 level.
Who am I to turn down free clothes?
So, however, 2 weeks have passed for whatever minor jobs you had to do. So, what have you been doing?
Okasan has been proselytizing. He has been trying to spread the word of Lord Puri to get other people to seek enlightenment through the one true pudding, as a good member of the faithful should do. In the meantime, there have been several matches in local fighting challenges where El Pudin Diablo has appeared.
Lantern, will you roll me a d20 3 times, please?
3 times?
3 times. And tell me each result.
10?
Okay.
5?
Okay.
6?
You got through the first quarter. Then you ran into your major rival. Well, El Pudin Diablo's the rival in the fighting pits. Stubby the Stomper.
Ah, Stubby, my nemesis. You keep showing up.
A swobbled, pretty much like El Pudin Diablo is completely mask and get up and all that lot. He used to be a noble kobold, but kept losing to him in matches. Then he went to alchemy, and he swelled up, so he's the size and muscle density of a dwarf.
El Pudin Diablo does not need to resort to illicit substances for his strength. He is powered by righteousness!
Stupid in case. It basically pile drives you into the floor and left laughing.
I will get you one day, Stubby.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
I may have been thinking it.
You said I'd be using that name, and you were right. Nathan, what's been Tedlin been up to?
Oh, you know what Tedlin's been up to. I don't even need to answer the question. You know what he's been doing.
Okay, you've been printing off more notices, sent out more messages. Okay, it's a case of you had a parcel come in. It seemed about right size for the box.
Wonderful.
You open it. It buzzed.
Well, that's not normal.
You notice a tag on the side says, "Open me."
I opened the box.
a fountain of custard hits you in the face. There's a note, somehow laminated, attached to the top of the box saying, I told you I will contact you if I see it, signed Zazip.
Maybe next time I ask, you'll know.
Yuki, what have you been up to?
Well, since Yuki has a new shiny dragon toy to play with, she decided shiny dragon toy needed a home. So she's been running around collecting various boxes and papers, some of which are actually letters to Tevlin. Shh. Some of them are also Oko-san's pamphlets. And she's been making a little fort, making little boxes that are shaped like buildings. One of them's a Chinese food box for some reason. I don't know how that works. And making little peoples out of toothpicks and popsicle sticks and chewed up pieces of gum. And then she's going to be running around with her dragon toy and pretending it is like a kaiju battle. Rawr!
Specific Rim music theme playing in the background.
That just sounds fucking adorable. Chiffross, what havoc have you been wrought in this couple of weeks?
Well, outside of the normal job, working at the kind of like the hotel registry area of the guild, where visitors and such come in to, sign in and such. He has been working subtly to try to undermine Chef Ramsay at every step of the way. Mostly via prestidigitation to make all of the food taste raw. It isn't actually raw, and this is not an actual problem, but everything Chef Ramsay goes to taste tastes raw when he's around.
So mean.
So often anyone passing the kitchen, you call this fucking cooked? It's so raw it moves. Which is rather unfortunate because a Minotaur was passing the door at the time. So that's been over the couple of weeks. You've been given an envelope for the more important details of the job for Lady Kiki. Come the time that says when you arrive in your final destination, you should open and read the instructions there. Now, at the end of these 2 weeks, you shipped off on a private ferry to the islands where the ball is to be held. Problem is going to take at least a couple of weeks to get to the destination. And to pay for your job, because Kiki only has so much influence, or rather she can only pay so much because she's paid for your suits, you need to do a little job for them. So, a week into the journey, it's been fair enough. If nothing else, you've been washing dishes and just helping out with general duties. Then you come to the real job you have to do. You've been told you are not good enough for this job. The past crew were better for it, and they still got chewed up and eaten alive. But yeah, but doesn't matter. You're all they got at the moment, so you have to do.
My God, it's the space bees, isn't it?
You are currently in a giant beehive.
Oh.
God damn it! I was kidding.
Nice of you to get my reference.
God damn it! We're in Futurama. How did this happen?
You got me. I like my references. So you're deep in the main hive chamber. Everyone's got their buckets. I've assumed that Oko-san has disappeared until put in Diablo, who stepped up for the job.
Indeed, El Pudin Diablo is here to mess with the bees.
You're wearing your netted hats, or as best as possible in Yuki's case. You smoke the place. You've all got your buckets. You're filling up with at least to fill up at least 5 buckets with normal honey and about 3 buckets of royal jelly. The smoke has done the job, and the bees are so out of it, you haven't had a problem. Now it's at the final stage. Now please tell me, what goes wrong?
Everything is
Okasan,
so
have you
calm.
been carrying royal jelly over to normal honey?
Who is Okasan? I am El Pudin Diablo.
Oh, when did you get here?
I guess the others were sniffing the smoke as well.
All I know is I have been carrying this honey because it is delicious. I
Have
believe
you
it
been
would be a-
eating it? Yuki, have you been eating honey?
No.
Have you not been eating the honey?
I
What's
believe
the
it.
question again? My paw's a little stuck to my tongue.
Put the Diablo, roll me a d20, please.
Just a raw d20.
Just a bar.
The dice are trying to kill me. 6.
Okay. It's unfortunately the smoke has started to rise because unfortunately the bees seem to have the sense of putting a sort of chimney type structure into this pixel chamber, and you hear buzzing. A fair amount of buzzing.
I am sure that is fine.
I think it might be wasps.
Bastard bugs.
As looking around, you notice entering from numerous different locations, at a quick count, 8 giant bees emerging. The first one notices you, buzzes aloud, then does what you've been confirmed to know as the bee dance to one another. Then seem to be doing some kind of bee dance at you and letting you reply.
I'm
Hang
not
on,
familiar with bee dances. Someone else take this one.
I have advantage on deception.
Nice.
I am going to do a bee dance myself and try to convince them that I am a bee. Rolling deception. Oh god. Well, hopefully the next one's better. Natural 20.
Nice.
Somehow you managed to jerk and dance in the right way that the bees seem to stand down, still glaring at you, but they're now buzzing at one another and doing what looks like they're doing the chicken dance at one another. They're not going to attack
Yuki
you.
pulls out her lute and starts playing.
And on hearing this, the bees start to dance.
We are very musical bees.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
Welcome to the kingdom of Honey Hive, where work is never done, but always done with pride.
I just shrug and go on the harmony here.
Oh my god! So this is fucking happening now.
In my head, I'm going to question how the hell this happened and how it works. But in reality, I'm just going to go with it since we're not dying.
It's about a small setting. That's enough.
B movie reference. That's about all I can manage, I'm afraid.
So, a couple minute passes and the bees, they're thoroughly taken by the rhythm. And you feel you have enough buckets full. You've got the royal jelly. It's frankly the queen was right out of it. It's you don't want to mess with her because she's fucking huge. And these bees, they're a bit of the size of a large dog. And then dishing the bucket away to the sound of the music. So,
This was not remotely how you were expecting this to go.
This is very anticlimactic.
I don't know how this session was going to go. This whole session is pretty much going to be like that. So, so there's maybe a hint from the GM to move along and skidoo.
Well, that was a fantastic. We should come to beehives more often, my friends.
Should we?
I think you pulled that one out of pin feather.
So, you leaving?
We are harvesting the honey and leaving, I think.
Okay, Star, roll me a d20, please.
Okay. 5.
You're going down to the last bucket you need for the honey. Like I said, you already got the royal jelly, and it's the bees have come out, have lost the rhythm. They're glaring at you again.
Uh-oh.
Walk without rhythm, you won't attract the bee.
We're just referencing all the shit, aren't we?
What I do.
Do I need to pull out another ridiculous bee dance?
If that's what you want to do.
Let us just keep walking, let us look like we know what we're doing.
Or I could use disguise self and pretend to be the queen.
Oh my god.
I can make you larger or smaller if it is needed. Probably larger.
Ooh.
Only lasts a minute, though.
Minute might be all we need. Let's see how this goes.
I imagine Yuki's gonna get everyone together and just bow down to disappear behind them and do her thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, so once you're disguised, I'll hit you with the grow, and then you'll grow.
Okay. I'm soon have to roll for this.
Let's say yes.
Okay. I got a 3.
You somehow managed to make yourself yellow in the honey and stuck some gunnels on your back as wings. Still gonna hit with the enlarge?
Isn't disguise self a spell?
Disguise
Yeah.
self is a spell, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Then the case of it doesn't matter then because the test is my side then. But
okay.
yeah, you pretty much look at the queen bee.
And actually, like, how? Just to clarify, how large are these bees we're looking at?
Small dog.
Small dogs, but these are just the drones.
Okay, so probably larger would be for the best.
Yeah.
Big! Yeah, you will be large for a minute. As long as I don't lose concentration.
Staff, make my Vulpin grow!
And who do we have here? Yes, it is I, the Queen. Go back to work. Nothing to see here. Good day.
The bees look at you. They tilt their heads. Give us a persuasion roll. At least not for the words, but for the body language.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, that's enough. They take a moment, put a finger to their heads, look at one another, shrug, and off they go. Although one of them just looks back before they just disappear off down the tunnel.
Bye-bye.
Well, we are out of here.
Yep, let's go.
I do not know what is going on today, but I will roll with it. Roll right out of here.
And so you skidoo. You have an easy trip out of it, out of the hive. The real test is trying to keep Yuki from eating all the honey.
Oh, it's pretty good, honey.
I am certain this is one of the ingredients in the one true pudding.
We can make cookies out of them.
We could make mead out of it.
Ooh,
Meat cookies.
That's probably a thing.
probably.
Almost certainly.
So you get out of the hive. You're greeted by the insane druid who is giving you this task. They normally do it themselves, but they're just happily too drunk and too lacking in common sense. Hence why he's going to dress up like a bee. It's not convincing bee. I just remembered something. Did I teach you how the language of the bee dance?
No.
What?
You did not.
Whoops!
It's fine. We have a natural.
El Pudin Diablo speaks the language of pudding, the universal language.
Honey is foremost pudding, yes?
Similar color.
Good. Get on the ship, go before the bees wise up. Oh, that part.
Wouldn't Yuki still look like the queen?
Yes, if it's not been a minute yet as well. Like,
And then the druid.
still large.
Druid is a small kobold. Kobold who's. It then takes a second look at Yuki and it's. That looks like a queen, but that sounds like your companion, the fox lady. I heard her speak. She sounds like a fox lady, but she looks like a bee.
Have I become the next Pudin Diablo?
Quite possibly.
I go for lie down. Go put the honey and royal jelly in the cargo holds, and the rest of Johnny's fine.
As they're putting the honey in the cargo hold, El Pudin Diablo vanishes. What did I miss?
Ah, you return. What did you miss? Honey, dancing, bees.
Oh, there was dancing. Okasan is not a gifted dancer.
It's unfortunate.
Is good you were not in there then.
It's at this point, Lady Kiki's instructional envelope just flies out of wherever you kept it and lands on the table on a surface before you. You basically get the idea of read this now.
We should probably read that now.
My hands are a little sticky. Could somebody else get it?
I'll get it. Hang on. I reach over and grab the letter.
Yeah.
Open up the envelope and start to read it aloud, if I can understand the language.
Do I want to try for the southern drawl or just want to skip it? Oh, sorry, I'm skipping it. I'll probably offend someone like no, but it's a case of my dear sweetheart, I now provide you with the information about your task. Beforehand, it's very important that you understand the criteria to this request of mine. Your guildmaster is not to know of the exact nature of your mission. He is not. Nothing of what you should do today should come back to him, the guild, towards myself, and towards Granville de Winter, who you are basically going to this ball to support. Or in more terms, you are there to pick with the knobs. I have provided you with descriptions and names of 3 nobles I want you to disgrace. They are some questionable characters, and had I been able to attend myself, I would have certainly attended to such a task with some glee. However, I have to turn to you, who radiate such delightful chaos energy, to go in my stead.
What the hell is chaos energy?
Can you eat it?
I have a man on the inside, the butler known as Jeeves. He's a hobgoblin. He will assist you in any way possible. Again, do not out him.
Who names their child Jeeves? Like, that's just rude.
Unless you want to ask him a bunch of questions.
Even then, are better choices to ask questions.
It's planning for the future, I suppose.
Otherwise, be careful, have fun, and if you see of any other targets that deserve a good disgracing, please feel free to take these knobs down a peg or two, if you will. Yours, Lady Kiki.
So, what are the names that we must disgrace?
There is one human, Brenda Astor. Described as a tall, slim lady with dark hair. She will be dressed up amazingly gaudy. She should stand out like nobody's business. Corin Geiger, a dwarf. Even by dwarf standards, a little plump side. Bald, thickest golden beard you could ever see. Next up, surprisingly enough, is a high elf. Hayden Dawnspark. He should be clad in bright spring colours with silvery hair and the brightest of purple eyes.
How high is this elf?
High enough to think he stands on people.
It's a very high elf.
So we shouldn't get the smoker for this guy.
Depends whether we can shove Smoker.
She does include a bit on the back about a warning. It's a case of most of these small events do tend to get a bit dual happy. You feel should to be provoked or offended. It's usually either done via rapiers or flintlock pistols. Flintlocks is a single shot between them. Usually people survive them, but it's never good to be shot.
Hey, we're short.
Shot. Not short.
Oh.
And narrating! Don't make me go George of the Jungle on you. The rapier duels are a bit more long lasting. But it's...
I am already now thinking of a hilarious way that this could potentially go wrong.
There's so many ways this could go wrong.
So many, yes.
So, yeah, it's uni disgrace. Well, she didn't say you had to do a one there, they'd find me targets. Also, Uncle-san, you feel like taking a walk.
I feel like taking a walk.
You're opening...
that seems out of nowhere. You wanna
You are opening the door.
elaborate or?
You are opening the door.
The pudding, it calls to me.
Ah. Okay.
Should we follow him?
Nah, I'll be fine.
I miss him
If you say
already.
so.
You open the door and step through. Anyone else looking will notice he's just vanished. But Okusan, he has now stepped into a large wooden structure. It looks like an old lady's little hut decorated with lots of bookshelves, lots of books, knickknacks, thingy-jigs, shrunken things in bottles. There's a stall there. He swears looking at you.
I see no pudding. Why am I here?
You see, in the middle, there's a small cauldron, and there's this old lady just stirring things there. She's heavily wrinkled, heavy bags under her eyes. She looks old, but she looks spry. Her eyes are so sharp. And you notice on the desk beside her are a set of metal dentures. I wasn't expecting you. Oh, wait a minute. She grabs the dentures. She dance around for a bit before she grabs them, sticks them back in. I was expecting the halfling.
The what now?
The other one. The one who wanted to sign up to the newsletter.
What's a newsletter?
You do work with Chiffross Leakwell, do you not?
Oh yes, he's the one with the big doot machine. He is a very good friend indeed.
Oh, good. At least I got someone to my thing. I take it you're carrying my contract. How did you get here?
I took a walk. I felt the call of the pudding, and I walked here. Did you know that your house is on a boat?
My house is on chicken legs.
No, I'm pretty sure it's on a boat.
take a look out the front door.
He takes a look out the back door.
You see a swamp with a fence.
How did you fit all of this on a boat?
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Baba Yaga. Please pronounce it right.
Bobo Yuna, got it.
She clicks her fingers and you're hit by the worst headache possible.
Oh man, did someone spike the pudding again?
You had a fun little task coming along. And this is where our goals align. She takes from one of the cells a big leather bag and then hands it to you. In here are some beans. Now, some of those nobles you are going to see have offended me. I would be so happy you could offend them back for me. And the beans in this bag will help you.
Oh, you were talking about this magical item, weren't you?
Yes.
At some
Yes. Yes, I believe we were.
point. Oh no! This will only go well.
Also, just one more thing. See, he grabs another smaller bag. Here's a bag of soil if you need to find something to bury those beans in, if you need to.
Why would I bury them? They look so delicious.
She puts a scroll. Here. Instructions for the beans.
Oh boy, I can line my cage with these. Baba Yaga is having regrets.
Be careful, little birdman. Else I'll be having roast dove before this day is out.
Roast dove, I hear that's delicious, but not as good as the one true pudding.
Take the bag, say the instructions, get out.
Get out.
You leave by the front door. You're back in the ship.
My friends, I have beans.
Are they good beans?
I haven't tried them yet. They came with instructions, which I plan to use to line my cage with.
Oh, where did you get beans?
From Booba Bababa Yuga.
What kind of beans are they? Baked? Green? Runner beans? Kidney beans? Literal kidneys?
They smell delicious.
Tadlin, Chiffross, please roll me intelligence roll.
Just flat intelligence?
Flat intelligence.
13.
9.
Tadlin, you got
That's
the
my
box.
best
You
stat.
got the box too much on mind. Chiffross, you are thinking you may have heard something like that name before. A certain fake lady you don't want to mess with?
Okasan, was name of person Baba Yaga?
The Baba Yaga.
Natural 20. Oh yes, that was name.
I would heavily advise not to be eating the beans.
But they're so tantalizing.
That's part of problem, but these if she gave you give me instructions, I read them.
Here you go, my friend.
And
She was
all,
asking for you as well.
all the while,
That is concerning.
Baba Yaga is stirring the cauldron. What's the events going on in the stew she's cooking at the time, and I have regrets.
So I read the instructions.
Because God knows that Okasan isn't going to.
Can I see bag of beans really quickly?
Are you going to eat them?
Oh God, no.
Okay, I will let you hold on to the beans, but remember, I call first dibs on eating them.
Roll the 3d4 bean. 3d4, please.
I'm not actually pulling any out. I'm just holding up the. I'm just looking in the bag.
Yeah, it's been unspecified how many beans in the bag, and I've only got 1d4. Don't tell me at the moment.
3d4, you said?
3d4.
Okay, so 4, 5. So that was 9 total. It was 4, 4, and 1.
Paul, when you check the bag, you will find 9 beans.
Okay. So I look inside, and the beans all look the same as far as I can tell, don't they?
Yes.
Nice. That's enough for 2 each, and then we can plant the last one and see what happens.
I will give up my 2 to you, and you can all have 3 each, and I can watch what happens.
But we have to plant at least one to see what happens.
I also have bag of dirt.
Is it
I don't
natural
know.
dirt?
I don't know why we would need it, because the beans are so tasty.
I got a bag of dirt. I got a bag of dirt.
What is inside the bag of dirt?
It. Okay, you see these beans.
I see the beans.
Do not eat them.
Who
I
is
don't-
this Baba Yaga you speak of?
I don't follow.
Baba Yaga is... what is word that describes... Most people refer to Baba Yaga as witch. Or hag.
That would explain how she got her house on this boat, and that swamp on this boat. It was really cool.
You were in her house?
It was a very nice house with lots of knickknacks, and she has metal teeth, and she hit the house on the boat.
Uh-huh. Okay, yes, very, very nice. Okay, we will look for house later and pay her visit, whether we want to or not, I imagine. Basically, you plant bean and something happen.
I eat them.
Do not eat them. You do not want to eat these. You plant one and you could get entire 3 grow up in like 5 minutes.
Does the tree have more beans?
No, the tree punches you to death.
This... If only there was a professional wrestler who could fight the tree.
What about your rival Stubby? You could give it to him and see what happens.
We need to be very careful with these beans, that's all I'm saying. Do not eat them or you might have a problem.
I have many problems, such as not having eaten the beans.
You would have more problems if you ate beans. Oh boy.
How can beans be bad for you? Like that's just not possible.
I know, they're good for your heart.
Before this madness goes on for too long, I think I'll close this part of the session for now.
Before we inevitably eat one of these beans.
Yes! So, This is the end of part 1, which is setup. Boy, do we have setup. So, until next time, be good, be well, and don't eat the beans. Bye.
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 Beans.
Beans. The sad part is Okasan's intelligence isn't that low. All of his stats are really good.